Welcome back to Tell All Bench with Miss
Courtney
and Jennifer. We teed you up last time. Girl math, it's back.
Oh boy.
This time for entrepreneurs. You know, that's a real flippin' hard word to spell for me.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I can't even say
You can't even say it. All right.
I can't say most things.
Here we go. More girl math. I love this topic. But so here's some examples
Okay, spill.
for girl math. If I avoid checking the product order total, technically it's free.
Dude, honestly, I mean, I don't do that, but I feel like people do that for sure.
Like I bought it, but
It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Okay, now here's one I think is very true. I made $600 today,
Yeah.
and I spent $480 at Cosmoprof. Like, girl, you didn't make six, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one, I'm fully booked and somehow still stressed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought those were like classic on the girl math thingy, especially
Especially hairstylist world. Oh my gosh.
not, you can't just put it on that. There are so many people, right?
I know.
I mean, just girl math all along. Boys do it too. Okay. So here we go. The hidden realities that no one talks about.
Okay.
And a lot of people look successful online,
Yes.
you know, when they're starting new businesses or these entrepreneurial things, and they're quietly struggling behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And on two lenses, I know multiple people that are going out on their own. And I feel like there's a lot more of that, more common now.
Yeah.
I think after COVID, it kind of fired up working for myself.
True.
But answering direct messages at all hours.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that previous episodes about even in your stable job, you're responding to blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you need to set the boundaries. But when you're working for yourself, that feels like even more pressure that you have to respond, the behind the scenes looking always on.
Yeah, like promptly.
Mm-hmm.
Like you text me, okay, I have to answer right now.
Yeah, and I wonder if you do, or you're just,
I don't know.
you're doing it, but you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard.
So that's one thing that the hidden realities of being like self-employed, running your own business. The other ones is forcing yourself to get out there and network and lead. And you're alone, right? Unless you're in an environment that you can connect with people through, I don't know, group meetups and things like that
Right.
nature, that they struggle always by yourself.
Yeah.
We talked in the previous episode, but you have the CEO energy, but yeah, you're Googling how to do taxes while crying, right?
No, literally.
Because you're having to do all of those things
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur. When did you realize that talent and profitability are two different things?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like probably when we started running my numbers. And I think too, social media helps a little bit because like I follow some hairstylists on Instagram or like people in my industry and they have like a million followers, but they're like, I'm not fully booked. I'm not making all this money or like whatever. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's one thing that I read, that whole thing about the followers doesn't equal appointments, doesn't equal client sales if we're not talking hair industry, right? Consulting, da-da-da.
Yeah.
Doesn't equal booked events.
Right.
So there's this online image, but how does that drive into leads for actual work?
Right. And it is interesting too, because it's like some of the people that you look up to the most and like they are selling out classes or they're teaching this knowledge, but then it's like I don't know. So I'm just using hairstylists as the example, right? They'll book out these classes that they're teaching how to be efficient and all this stuff so that you have more profitability, and then they're not even working behind the chair. And it's like, well, why are we learning? I don't know. It's just weird. It's like we learn from people that might not even be doing it.
I'm going to push back on that because I've seen that on your industry. I've seen some people post like, I came from behind the chair. So therefore, I should be trusted.
Yeah.
And someone who's not been behind the chair, I'm sitting there going, and that's probably why you need somebody who's not behind the chair to point out what you're missing from a business lens.
Right.
But maybe rather collaborate with someone who has the creatives and someone who has the business, and then you see the whole picture.
Yeah.
And can objectively say, yeah, I know you want to put all that product in their hair, but do you realize each pump is costing you $3?
Right. And I think it's hard when you're only like, again, I think we need the more collaboration, because I think too when I was behind the chair and it's 10, 13, 15, 14, 15, I don't know, a million years ago, right? It's like, okay, but things are different now. And that's just how anything goes, any industry, any whatever. Like if you're going to talk like your gospel, like you are the truth or whatever, like you do need to keep current, whether that's with collaboration or just, I don't know, certain things, right? I don't know. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. So here's how I want to say that. Like we've talked about like the loneliness that you can have by starting your own business and how much things have changed. AI. I've seen posts where, especially in certain industries like yours, AI is not a threat to them. And I'm like, it might not be a threat to you, but are you using it? Should you be using it? Right. And a lot of like small business owners, you can now have digital coworkers.
Literally.
And they're less drama.
Also true.
So I've been working with AI a bit in development and numerous things, as you know. And dang, it's nice to have a thought partner, a digital coworker.
Right.
And I can delegate tasks to, like, hey, you do this. So when you're talking about behind the chair in your industry, processes that you do, yeah, I think AI could help in those spaces. So those people who've been behind the chair for 20 years ago, are they even aware of current business tools that could help? So I digress there, but because it's just a thing of, I think all businesses, I know we're talking a little bit about the industry, but all businesses, small businesses, are you looking at it holistically from talent and from profitability? Right. So the money conversation is a big one. So you coming in to realize when you started designing your prices was when you realized talent from profitability.
Yeah.
Pricing guilt. Small business owners super struggle with feeling guilty about setting their price.
Yeah.
Why so many people undervalue their own work?
I think I don't know. I feel like there's always like the fear of people aren't going to want to pay that, or people aren't going to value that, or whatever. Which at the end of the day, it's like, then you don't want those people anyways, really. I don't know. It's hard. I
find that women struggle with this more than, again, we've talked about that. Men would apply for a job that there's 75% met the qualifications. A woman won't even think about applying unless it's like 95% of the qualifications. I feel this is a thing that women struggle with more so than men. And it comes back to like confidence.
Yeah.
Know your worth.
Value.
Know your worth.
Yeah.
And how do you know your worth, right? So you recently had that experience that we walked through of what to charge appropriately.
Right.
And you have sat down and helped develop the numbers and know your business model, which if you're listening and you haven't done that, reach out, because I have opinions or opportunities to share. Like, think about this, and that, right?
Right.
But you did the math, you did the numbers, you knew where they were coming from. And when it confronted you smack in the face, what'd you do?
I was like, oh shit, should I lower this?
100%. And I right away put up the questions of, what is your hourly rate?
Yeah.
Have confidence in those numbers.
Yeah.
And don't undersell yourself. Knowing your worth
Right.
is so different than being greedy.
Yeah.
And I just feel women in general, when you're doing this, you always, what do they say? Get small.
Mm-hmm.
And I would do the same thing.
Right.
Not saying I got this mastered either. We go small.
Yeah.
And I think
wonder if it comes from something.
we got to, well, this is our attempt, another one, Tell All Bench, and discussing various topics of building women up.
Yeah.
To know their worth and their value. And then the conversation becomes less difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel that, quote, price guilt.
Yeah.
You're able to stand behind your numbers. Here's why. And honestly, kind of be proud.
Right.
Because you're not taking advantage of them.
Right.
You're letting them know, here's full on what my costs are.
Yeah.
Right? Here's what I'm worth. I got 5 years. Da, 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 da. Right? So the money conversation is a big one with starting a small business, that pricing guilt.
Yeah.
And am I charging appropriately? Then, of course, you have what you already mentioned, the taxes. There's no girl math behind the taxes.
Unfortunately. Well, everybody, oh my gosh, everybody, like, they're like, well, write that off, write this off, write that. And I'm like, what the hell are you even talking about? I'm like, it's just funny. Like, small business owners, I don't know if that's just the stereotype, but everybody's like, just write it off. Like, okay, no.
Well, it's not like girl math, it's free.
No.
It just lowers your taxable income, right? Like,
but they're like, okay, let's get a new phone, write it off. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Knowing
I'm like, shit, should I write off my car too?
Knowing there's a lot to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Ease into it, right? The non-money math part of it is like the confidence and the difficult conversations that you have to have. But we kind of talked about why do so many women struggle, to charge confidently.
Yeah.
And there's the women. And then do you feel that there's like the creatives and the logical brains that creatives struggle even more so with?
I feel like, yeah.
Well, to me, it ties back to the left brain, right brain, right?
And
how we work. And I know in working with this, with you and Brett, I can see when your eyes roll over because you guys are like right brained. And then I'm like, okay, wait, here comes the logic side. That's me. How do we meet in the middle, to kind of figure things out? Another little area is the looking versus being successful, right? That curated online presence.
Yeah.
We've talked about that. It's not unique to your industry.
No.
Here's one thing that I know might have been a blind spot of like your industry. A lot of them aren't on LinkedIn.
Right.
But probably 90% of your clients are.
True.
So it's like you have this curated, presence in certain platforms.
Right. And I don't even understand LinkedIn.
Yeah. So there's a whole nother thing too of how do you serve it up? And then how much of your time as a business owner is serving up all that marketing, forward leads? It's kind of like social media exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
Do you go on social media for fun anymore?
Not really. Like, I don't use I think I've talked about this before on the podcast. It's just like, I just don't. Like, it's not, like, I go on there to learn or to market myself or talk to clients. Like, it's all work-based. Which is fine. It's just not, like, for shits and giggles anymore.
So let's talk about some of the hidden costs of independence. What nobody realizes about working for yourself until you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
So you had this fantasy land of here's what I think it's going to look like. Now you're marinating in the reality of doing it. What's the emotional load? Still fantasy or?
I think it's like, I don't know. It's all on you at this point. So I feel like it's like you can only blame yourself. So if you do bad, then obviously you're going to blame yourself. I feel like it's like that. And the aspect of like figuring out who is going to support you and show up for you. because it might not be everybody you thought it was. So I think that's a lot of emotion stuff happening too.
Mm-hmm. We've talked about the constant decisions.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about what could be. You set yourself up into a facility where you have your own door, your own, I call it her office, her own office, her own suite. And then there are other suite. So you still have a common ground of people in your industry. So I don't feel like there's as loneliness there, but how does it show up for you when
like the loneliness factor?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard in the sense that before I had other people experiencing the day with me, I guess. Because now that we are in our own rooms, like nobody's seeing you with your client or hearing the stories necessarily, like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't just like run over to the coworker and talk about something. Like, did you see that? Like, because nobody's seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you want to talk about it, you have to tell the full story and explain it, and nobody actually knows what happened, so it doesn't even like matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like maybe that
less drama though.
Yeah.
a lot less drama.
Yeah.
For those owners who I think perhaps working remote through COVID alone in homes, people struggled with that, right? Like they were used to being on site, interacting with people all the time.
Like the shared experience. And now you're just experiencing it at home.
At home through a screen.
Right.
And it's different. And now going back out into human interaction, it's draining.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, oh God, there's so many people.
Well, it's like you're putting your bubble up constantly. And I'm not, everybody knows, I'm not very good at that. I let things affect me too much. But, so it's just weird. It's like it's better in some ways. It's more lonely in some ways. I would definitely not call it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, then I often find like people that are going independent, they join
more social groups. And stuff.
like-minded gatherings or conferences or things like that to stay connected and put themselves out there to sell their business skills, etc. And
eventually I would assume you would have, like, once you kind of get more established in the business, and I'm just, I don't know, manifesting that for myself, it's like you're going to have more time to reach out and connect with people that you want to or want to learn from or whatever. Because I feel like when you're in it with people, like that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to connect with anyone else outside of work because you're like, I'm already surrounded by you for 40 hours a week.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So now that you're I'm by myself, I think I'll have more potential bandwidth to want to make sure that I have connections and all the things.
How does self-management and motivation fit into the whole idea of going out on your own?
I feel like you're more motivated because now your brand is on the line. If that makes sense, like your reputation, your product, your whatever you're offering, like that is what is on the line, and it's not somebody else's vision, like you said in the last episode. Like it's yours. And then I feel like the self-management part, I have never been good at hours. Like I just work at all hours of the day and think about it all the time. So I feel like that part's harder, even harder than it already was.
So for me personally, when so I haven't gone through layoff, the energy that came out of that was so freeing. Creativity.
Yeah.
And what I, of all in the roles that I'm in, it's interesting, the word empowerment. Like we're trying to do away in the corporate world from command and control to empowerment. And I've often said it's a buzzword. People don't know what that really means.
Yeah.
But what it means is freeing and accountability to make your decisions and learn from the learnings that it offers. So whether that's going solo or you're in a corporate setting, I don't think you really get the taste of what empowerment is until you have either voluntarily or been done onto where you're independent.
Yeah.
When you sit on an island and bet on yourself, motivation, decision making, it may be hot fire, but it's so empowering to push yourself.
Yeah.
To know that it's you on the line, your
Right.
thoughts, your ideas. So that is a hidden cost of independence, right? The freedom and stability, but the benefits of it are live or die on your decisions, your learnings, and how quickly can you go through them.
Yeah.
That's very fulfilling, and kudos for doing that at a young. Not that age shouldn't really matter here, because we talked about could start at 50,
Right.
45, 60 starting businesses, but the willingness to bet on yourself in the entrepreneurial space, I think it's exciting. So a rapid fire activity. So the girl math is just like denying the reality of the business costs.
Yeah.
Do you understand profitability, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole key behind it. Otherwise, you're just living in girl math. Like, I did all this, I had this many clients, and now I have no money in the bank, right? Like, yeah.
Or not knowing that you're going to owe $10 million in taxes at the end of the year, maybe.
Exactly. Or that, tool that you use, whether that be a computer or shears or blow dryer, it quit on you. How are you going to buy that next thing?
Yep.
All right. Don't be doing that girl math when you're starting a business. Get some help. Get some guidance. Get some learning.
Get some help.
Get something to help you do better. I don't know how else to say that. Oh, man. Okay. So rapid fire activity.
Okay.
So far, your best purchase?
Oh, gosh. Best purchase. My mat for the floor.
Around the chair?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't that expensive, but my feet don't hurt as bad.
That's cool.
Or no, my iPad too. I love that thing. Anyways.
No, see, she's on the purchasing. That girl math is coming back.
I'm like, wait, what else can I buy?
Okay, what so far is your biggest waste?
Oh, I don't think I have a waste. Actually, I mean, it wasn't. Does it have to be expensive?
No, it just has to be. What's your biggest waste so far?
Well, so far I haven't used certain bowls that I bought, but I will in a couple weeks. So it's like yes and no. I don't think. I didn't actually need to buy garbage bags
because they are provided.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty low cost biggest waste. Okay, next rapid fire. What actually mattered getting to lunch?
I thought you said lunch.
Oh God, she's always thinking about food.
I am. Help. I don't know.
There we go. We'll just go with that. What would you do over or skip?
Worrying so much about my past job.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would just spend more time focusing on myself and my career.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll kind of wrap up here. A lot of people chase independence.
Yes.
Without realizing the real goal is that sustainability. The thriving, the energy, the creative,
the peace, the calm, the happiness.
Yeah, that.
Reporting to yourself.
The fulfillment of it.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to close this part 2 and tee you up for part 3, which
Part
was
3?
Yeah, we got 3 parts to this. And part 3 is what we thought adulthood was. What success looks like after people build something for themselves.
Oh, gosh.
So stay tuned. See you back for part 3 of this entrepreneur business
and
discussion.
let us know if you need help with your business. Because Jennifer over here is a consultation? I don't know, consultant. Okay, bye.